Good morning and welcome to Morning Brew with your girl Germaine. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. I did. I've been able to really get some rest to kind of get back in alignment with some things, getting my mental right, taking a moment to just recalibrate and get some rest and be clear minded because I have a lot of important people and special people that I am working with right now that's a part of the HOV publishing family. And I was doing myself and them a disservice. So I decided to just take a moment to reset. Look, like I always say, take a pause to pour into purpose because that's what we do here at Morning Brew. And so I'm going to give it a few moments as people are chiming in. Stop by, let me know what you're drinking. But yes, I had a really good week. And thank God for friends. Thank God that God will bless you with people in your life that really hold your best interests at heart and no strings attached, no expectations, just genuine people that love you. And I am so grateful to have that in my life. So, yes, today is Monday. And guess what day it is? And thank God for team. Ooh, those that are part of the team that will always keep you in alignment and remind you um, of what today is. So, today's brew is going to be the power of unity. We're really going to elaborate and get into it. But let me just share with you today is National Coffee Day. Yes, as you can hear, I'm brewing my coffee right now in the back. It's my hazelnut coffee. I am going to be trying some new coffees through some partnerships that we are bringing on board. But right now, today for National Coffee Day, grab your cup of coffee. Make sure you stop by. I'm doing my hazelnut coffee. I hear it. It's coming right now. I hear it. And so, but happy National Coffee Day. And so, you know what? Thank God for team. I tell you, my team who has been a champion for Morning Brew with Germaine and really helping me to really build and grow this platform. Um, we are going to make sure we highlight those and observe those days that are centered around coffee. When I think about coffee, I think about community. I think about it's a gathering spot over a hot beverage drink, right? And it doesn't have to always be coffee. Listen, everybody doesn't drink coffee. I understand that and I know that. So that's why this isn't just limited to coffee, this platform. This platform is also if you're someone that drinks tea. I had a smoothie this morning and now I'm about to drink my coffee, right? But if you're just on a water regimen, it's for anybody. I think it's just a term that's used. Hey, let's go get a cup of coffee because over coffee, think about it when you are inviting someone to coffee, you're meeting with them, you're engaging with them, you're discussing new ideas, you're discussing new ventures, you're discussing building, or maybe it's just, hey, let's just go have a cup of coffee and let's just sit and talk. Maybe you got to get some things off your chest. So when you think about Morning Brew with Germaine and I say, hey, it's coffee break time, you know what? Just stop by. Let's see what the discussion is all about. Let's get a little dose of inspiration and a shot of power and encouragement as we continue to go through our power series, right? So, but let me get into this. So, if you are stopping by, please make sure you hit up in the comments. You hit up in the comments what you're drinking today as you celebrate National Coffee Day. All right. Well, I'm going to get into it because it's Monday. And as you know, we have a lot of work to do, right? Okay. And you probably do too. All right. So let's talk about the power of unity. Give me a second. Let me just whip my coffee up so I can be drinking like most of you out there. And I tell you, we've had a beautiful weekend up here. The weather, I mean, we still having 80-degree days. I don't know what that's all about, but I will take it. I'll take it over snow any day. I'll take it over the cold any day. And so, but let's talk about the power of unity. I wanted to give you a few minutes just so you can think about that. Just think about that, the power of unity and what that may mean to you. All right. So when we move together, we can move mountains, right? I don't know. I should stop assuming that. I just think people know things. But yes, when you move together, we can move mountains. Unity isn't sameness. No, it's strength through alignment. The greatest movements started with a shared belief in something bigger. So I'm going to focus on even this platform. This platform right now, it's all about community. Listen, I know I cannot build anything by myself. It takes a community. It takes people. We can't raise children. And hey, I look at this as a baby in its infant stages. And I can't raise this child by myself. Morning Brew, I need a whole community. I need a community that can share in this, that can help me grow in this as you grow from it. So, let's get a little more into the power of unity. So, in this segment where we really break things down, let's start pouring into purpose. And so, now if you're out there, if you're chiming in, if you're watching, hey, stop by and just give me a hand. Look, let me know you're there. I would love to know who's chiming in the community, who wants to join in on a conversation today. All right. But let me know what you're drinking. It is National Coffee Day. So let's start pouring into purpose. And if any of these things resonate with you, just, you know what? Just say, hey, I agree. It's up to you. Or you know what? Continue to just watch from exactly where you are. I'll take that too. All right. So let's start pouring. So unity amplifies impact. You believe that? I do. It amplifies impact. A single, think about this, right? You're lighting a candle, or maybe you're lighting a fire, your fireplace, or something like that. A single match sparks fire, but together we ignite a movement. If we stop and take a moment, we can see right now everything that's happening in the world right now. It's a lot of different movements going on. A lot of movements going on. And, you're hearing the word community a lot more because a lot of things that's going on in the world today, I think is really forcing community to really be more impactful, or people coming together of like minds or even differences being able to join in together. And we've been able to see, if you've been connected to what's just really been happening in the world of lately, the power of unity, of people coming together, have been able to really see the power in their finances, on how they can shut things down. um, it's a powerful thing, coming together. Do not remain on an island by yourself. We weren't built for that. No, we were built to come, to unite, to move together. Bring your differences. That's your uniqueness. Bring it together in a whole, as a whole, right? As we move forward. So let's continue to pour into purpose. So change becomes unstoppable when voices align. Do not allow, do not allow anybody to quiet your voice. Sometimes that might be all you have. So speak, speak, speak. Use your voice. It can be power. It can be power. But be mindful because a lot of voices are being used today. A lot of voices are being spoken, words are being spoken that are causing more harm than good to people. But guess what? They're still using their voice. And I believe they are seeing the power in their voices. Doesn't make it right all the time. But if you're someone with a message of hope, of goodwill, of something, of uniting people, bring them together, not causing harm to people, use your voice. Use your voice. Do not allow it to be silenced. Good morning. My voice will not be quieted. Good morning. This is my new friend to Hope of Vision. I just wanted to add her. Pastor Gwen Minter. Yes, thank you. We've had some wonderful conversations over this past week, and I am so happy that she is part of the HOV publishing family. So, but definitely use your voice. So let's continue to pour into purpose. Your part matters. I really want to encourage you. Your part matters in the whole, right? So I want people, because a lot of times people may feel like, you know what, I don't really have anything to offer, nothing to really give. It doesn't really matter. People don't want to hear from me. Please change the way you see yourself. Stop seeing yourself as less than and start seeing yourself as more powerful. Okay? And with that, your part. Tap into your resources. What makes you special? What is your purpose? Just like our body, every part of our body serves a different function, a different purpose. One part needs the other part, right? So look at your life as just that. Look at what you can bring to the whole, to the community, as I am a piece of a puzzle. And if I find the right fits and the right connections, you can complete that puzzle. So start looking at yourself different. Don't look at yourself that it doesn't matter, nobody wants to hear from you. It doesn't mean I don't, there's no, what do I bring? What's my value? What's my purpose? My advice to you is start looking inward so you can really find out who you are, what your purpose is. And the best way to do that is say, God, show me me. Show me my purpose. Allow me to know how I fit in the bigger picture of things. What are you requiring of me? How do you want to use me? Okay. But shift your mindset and how you see yourself. Good morning, Leslie. Good to see you. And so let's continue to pour a little more into purpose. So, with that, division is a distraction. Mm. You all could probably think about that statement real quick and be like, exactly. I see it everywhere I go. Yes, division is a distraction. We lose focus fighting battles that don't move missions. It doesn't move the mission. So, why are we choosing to fight this battle? Think about it. Your time is valuable. What you bring to a thing is valuable. So, are you picking the right battles to fight? Or are you wasting precious time, energy, and resources? That's a thought question for you. I can't answer that for you. I can only answer that for me. Who am I aligning myself with? What battles am I going to war that really matter? Right? So, before you decide to jump in head first on something, really think through and consider you in that equation and what you're bringing to it. Okay? Because every battle he is not assigning you to. Mm-mm. Nope. Okay, so let's continue. Division is a distraction. Also, unity requires intention, not perfection. Be intentional. Definitely. What is it you want to get from this by allowing yourself to align in this, to bring your resources, your talent, your gifts to this? What are you looking for from this? And how do you want to impact this? Okay, be intentional about the decisions that you're making when you are joining communities, when you are aligning in movements. And real growth happens in tension, not avoidance. Another thought for you. I just want to leave these seeds for you, okay? All right, so we're going to continue to pour a little more into purpose. Unity honors diversity. Come on, we all know we ain't all the same. We are not all the same. Mm-mm. But the one thing we are in this human race, we struggle and we fight with people because they're different. They're not like us. They don't think like us, they move different than us. Some people are really moving differently, right? Oof. But diversity. Strength doesn't come from agreement, it comes from alignment. Aligning yourself, once again, being able to align yourselves together. So when I think about Hope of Vision, when I think about the assignment God has blessed me with, Hope of Vision, through the publishing channels, through the media platforms, or even through the academy, the teaching educational platform, when I think about the assignment God has given me, I don't want a bunch of Germaines. It will not function well. Mm-mm. I look for diversity. I think one of the strengths that he's allowed me to have, and one of the abilities, is to be able to tap in to one's vision, their purpose, and really be able to help them birth birth it, midwife, push it out, get it out for the masses, right? So when I think about all those that are part of my family and my team, I think about their gifts and their talents that are different than what he's blessed me with. I literally see their pieces to the puzzle and how we're all fit together. But the great thing is that they still have their identity that God has blessed them with. I still have my identity. But when we come together with those strengths that God has created in each and every one of us, it is incredible, the power, the synergy, and just what is able to happen in those moments of us just uniting our gifts and our talents together. So, also, I want to another blessings and excited. A powerful word this morning, Jermaine. Thank you. Thank you so much. So think about that. Diversity is good. I don't need a whole bunch of Germains in my corner, in my space. No, I want diversity. I want the differences. I want to be challenged. I want to be able to open my mind to be able to think beyond what I think I know and really be able to expand and broaden my territory of even my thoughts and how others function and how others may move. And so, yes, I encourage that. So I am so blessed and I'm so grateful for my family, my HOV publishing family. And I'm speaking HOV publishing, Hope of Vision, because it is the family God has allowed me to be a part of. This is the community He's allowing me to build, and being able to bring those that are coming with different ideas, different, you know, visions and passions. And we're being able to find how the pieces connect, how the dots are connecting, how the puzzle pieces join together. And like I said, it's a beautiful thing to be able to build, grow, and have this movement in something bigger than all of us. So, yes, unity honors diversity. So, respect doesn't require resemblance. Mm-mm. We rise by lifting all, and that's what it's about. It gives me so much joy when I see a part of my team or my family, for what I know God has blessed them, the area God has blessed them in, the gifts He has blessed them with. It gives me so much joy when I see them win, when I see them succeed, when I see how their vision has been connected with my vision and vice versa, and all of us win. It is such a joy when books are being birthed out, voices are being heard globally. It gives me so much joy to know that He allowed me to be a part of your journey, your story. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills right now. Yes, it gives me so much joy. It does. So I am so grateful and thankful to just be a vessel, be an instrument, and even being able to host this platform. It is a blessing. And all of you that decide to stop by and have coffee with me, I forgot to take a sip. Oh my gosh, it'd be so good. Yeah, that hazelnut. All right, I'm gonna try some different flavors. Okay. So, all right, so let's talk about this. Okay. Let's talk about a part where we all can join in. These are the reflection questions. In the reflection question segment, this is where I like to challenge you. I like to ask questions that you can let sit with you, or you listen, I am not requiring anybody answer these questions in the community. But if you decide that you want to, then hey, you can. But this is just something I want to leave with you, to just thought questions, things to think about. You may hear it today, but you may not revisit it for some time down the road. But hey, it doesn't matter. At least it's there and you can water it as you go along. So, what are you willing to stand united for? That's a thought question for you when you decide you're ready to answer it. Because trust me, I do take the time to answer these questions as well. So, question number two, reflection question number two. How can you contribute to a collective caused this week? How can you contribute to a collective cause this week? Okay. And this is the thing, it doesn't have to be anything big and grand, your causes. It could be something that's small, it could be whatever. Let me share a cause with you right now. All right. So, this is where I'm going to just take a moment, like a commercial break, and I'm going to talk about, since people always want to know how can they support Morning Brew, I think this would be the perfect time for me to just share this new little video with you. Stand by. Welcome to Morning Brew with your girl Germaine on Buy Me a Coffee. Every cup you buy helps fuel inspiration, conversations, and creative content for our growing community. So grab a seat, stop by for a coffee break, sip with us, and thank you so much for pouring into purpose with me. Morning Brew, I'll see you in the next coffee break. So, thank you for letting me, I am learning new ways of how to really just open up and engage, because I have to be honest, one of the hardest things is for me. And, I don't find it's just me. I find a lot of people that I work with, it is so hard for them to promote themselves, especially with their new book products and stuff like that. But you know what? You have to be a champion for you. If you believe in what it is you're doing and you're finding others believe in it also, then why not share it? So there's a lot of things that we are going to be sharing here on this platform, Morning Brew with Germaine. And for those that chimed in on Authors Brew Friday, I'm just going to give a little rundown before we go into our final sip. So if you're someone new to Morning Brew with Germaine, you'll see the different things that we're looking to offer to outreach, to build our community. So those that may be able to connect with us or find value in this, that that it helps them in their daily journeys, then that is even more of a blessing. But there's value that I get from you too. Please remember that this isn't a one-way street. This is a two-way, it's like a highway, two ways, information highway. So I look for information for you. I look for your feedback. I look for your insight, your suggestions, your ideas. I do. And I'm open to it. So I just want to give you a little rundown on some new things that's coming to Morning Brew and some things that we're doing right now. So, as you know, if you don't, let me stop always assuming because you might not know if you're new. So, with Morning Brew, it's a platform. We're here, and all I ask is come have coffee. Join me for coffee. Stop by if you have a few minutes. It's Monday through Friday from 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we go no more than 30 minutes unless we have special guests in studio. And so, when I started, I tried to keep it to coffee break times, like 10-minute coffee breaks, 15 minutes. But then I found, you know what? That's tough. It doesn't work. But you can stop in, pop in, and grab your coffee and head out. You never know what you may be able to pick up in that quick grab, right? So, but we're here Monday through Friday. So on Wednesdays, that's our Mixed Blend Wednesday. Now, Mix Blend Wednesday is where we mix it all up, right? And we normally try to bring a guest in studio with us, a guest that's an expert that in their field, in their areas. And so please make sure you go back, especially on our YouTube channel, Morning Brew with Germaine. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the notification button so you can always be notified of when we have new coffee brews, when we have new morning brews coming. And so with that, in our Mixed Blend Wednesdays, we always try to bring those professionals' expertise in different areas. If it's from leadership, coaching, mentoring, it may be the medical profession, which we're trying to lock someone in right now this Wednesday for that's going to really speak more so in the healthcare field. Also, it may be somebody from a legal standpoint that want to just give you some tips on from a legal standpoint. And but it gives you an opportunity, the community, to really be able to get in the community, ask your questions. They're open, to discuss questions. We had someone, um which you definitely want to go back and check, our AI conversation. Yes. So, anything to help advance the community, give them wisdom, nuggets, and knowledge, definitely make sure you stop by. Wednesdays, that's our mixed blend Wednesdays. And then on Fridays, we do Authors Brew Fridays. Well, it's the time where we definitely want to spotlight our authors, and it doesn't have to always be Hope of Vision Publishing authors. Nope, we have new authors coming in the studio to really be able to talk about their journey, talk about their stories, what inspired them, what was that why that caused them to say, you know what, now's the time for me to share my story with the world. Sometimes people need to be inspired by other people's stories, and we are. But this past Friday, what I decided to do is add a new segment, even within the Authors Brew Friday. Authors Brew Friday, what I decided as a book publisher for 17 going on 18 years, helping so many authors become best selling authors or write their stories, have the courage to share their stories. What I decided to do, because there's so many people out there that's finally learning the power in their story, I decided to make it every fourth Friday. This is our HOVP because it is sponsored by Hope of Vision Publishing. And every fourth Friday is sponsored by HOVP Academy. This is where I start really educating and breaking down things that will encourage you and really empower you to know the power of your story. So, yes, this is our training education. You walk away with some tips, and the opportunities to be able to get our courses that we're building out right now. Get the courses behind the scenes to know more about your vision of becoming an author, and better yet, a best selling author. You can stop right by here every fourth Friday on Authors Brew Friday and just get some golden nuggets that you could take with you, right? So, those are some of the things from our segments and our shows that we're doing through Morning Brew with Germaine. And there's so much that's happening behind the scenes, and I'm so excited. Thank you to my team. They are so special. But there's so much that's happening. And merchandising, yes, we are setting an official date for our merchandising line coming out. That will be in October. Stay tuned. I'll give you the exact date when we're launching it. Now, there's another thing too. Yes. People can send their mugs in. Yes, I got my first mug, and I'm going to start using the mugs from our guests that are sending in mugs to be able to share their mugs, their brands on Morning Brew with Germaine and talk about it. So, all this information, all you have to do is go to morningbrewwithgermaine.com to get more information and insight, and always keeping up on what's going on with us. Now that I did all that, right? I felt like that was an infomercial. But now that I did all that, this is the time that I want to. Oh, let me just say this. And once again, the way you can support Morning Brew with Germaine from the commercial spot that I did, you can just buymeacoffee.com/morning brew with Germaine for as little as $1, helping to build this community. A little as $1, you can buy me a coffee. And I am so, so, so thankful and appreciative to all those that are buying me coffee to help support this platform to make sure we spread the message. All right. So thank you so much for that. Buymeacoffee.com/morning brew with Germaine. Okay, so now let's get into this final sip. Yes, we are bringing it all to a close, right? So, in the final sip, I want to be able to empower and encourage you as we depart from our coffee break. I want to be able to just share with you, you're powerful alone, but you're unstoppable together. Whew, I felt that. I really did. You are powerful alone, but we're unstoppable when we come together. So let's link up, let's pour in, and let's build loud. Yes, let our presence be known. Absolutely. Thank you all so much once again for chiming in. Stay connected. Remember, every day, Monday through Friday, we are here 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so Wednesday, we will have a guest in studio on Mixed Blend Wednesdays. So make sure you stop by, all right, to just join me for coffee. I always look forward to it and knowing what you're drinking. All right. And give me some suggestions so I can switch up. I'm always hazelnut, you know. Give me some suggestions. But thank you so much for chiming in, stopping by. I will see you tomorrow for Morning Brew with Germaine. Have a great day and please be safe out there.